Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next retro review. And today, I'm looking at the Transformers animated Snarl, who, as if you grew up with G1 like I did, or knew G1, his original name was Slag. That was changed to Slug because of reasons, and we've gone over those reasons. But in animated, they just used Snarl, a name of a different Dinobot, but for what their purposes were, it worked. But before we get into looking at him, we will look at the only accessory he comes with, and that is his weapon. And it's pretty much a club. And if you got it originally, you know that none of this black was here. I painted this black to make it look even better, because otherwise it was all translucent orange. And it's supposed to look like it's made of magma. So I added the black on all the raised parts, which really gives it a much better look. And if you saw some of the, I think, original pictures before the toy ever was released, they did have this painted, but when we got the toy, that was not painted to cut costs. So still very cool, and he can hold this and in robot mode, and we'll get into that when we get to robot mode. So before we get into robot mode, here we have him in his Triceratops mode, and very cool. Got that gold here. It's kind of hard to see, but he does have a sort of silverish Autobot symbol right there. And I wish that was a little bit darker, but it's all right. It probably showed up better years ago and just faded over the years, but got gold, a little bit of black on the outlines, some blue right there. Pardon me. Translucent red for his snout and for his horns. And actually, these are a red and then painted the same color on the front here. So very cool. It's sort of a bluish gray. It's the only thing I can think of. Gold for his dino feetsies. Gold here, and actually I had to paint this, and it's wearing out already again because it was really worn out on the original paint. But still, not bad. Some black here with some red on both pads. You can kind of see his robot head sticking out there. Here you can see the bottom of everything. And there's the back. So again, very cool. Like, the Dinobots were my favorite ones to get for animated. I do wish I would have hung on to some of the other toys that I had, but I only kept the ones that really had a bigger connection for me, which is the Dinobots and Rodimus. And I've already reviewed Rodimus and Grimlock. I do have Swoop, and he will be a review at a later time. But yeah, very cool. Articulation, the head moves a little bit. The mouth does open and close, but not by much. You don't get forward movement with the front leg. You do get it right here and right here. So yeah, you do get movement here and a little bit of movement out, and that's really it. It's not much. It's more something like just to stand there and look pretty. So still very cool. I still like it. Very cool figure. But that is going to be it for his Dino mode. So let me raise you up so we can transform him. So we're going to start with want to raise this up. Bring this piece out. Just leave it like that for now. Or actually, you want to bring it up a little more like this. Leave this all like this for now. Now what we want to do is we want to rotate these pieces up like this. And bring this all around and bring it down. Close this up. Then you want to bring the heel out. And there's one leg done. Now same thing with the other leg. Bring this around. Raise this up. Now you can bring them together like this. Same thing here. Bring the heel out, and there's that done. Now, for now, we're gonna move this out of the way in a way. So what we want to do is we want to pull to separate all of this, and it can be a rather tight. There we go. There's one. Come on. Come on. Well, you can bring this around too. That'll help out a little bit. Now if I can just get the rest of it out. Said it is rather tight on mine because it hasn't really been transformed much in a while. There we go. It clips in very good. So when you bring them out, you're going to tab them into the sides here. Just like that. You want to bring the feet around, rotate this down. You want to get this into a spot so we can bring this piece down. Whoop. Okay, so keep that separated because that's going to be important. So yeah, bring this piece down. Now we can bring that back together. Said it's all very tight. Now you can push this up, and you want this all sitting sort of like this. Push that piece in. And I always bring the horns up like this, but you kind of want it sitting like this. So now this is going to come in and tab in right there. Then you just rotate the legs in a way. Bring these pieces forward. And push that. Bring this one forward. And they should, I was going to say, there we go. And there's a little part here you push, and that's going to bring those out. So now we flip out the hands. Ouch. Open up the fists so we got them where we need them. Same thing here. Open all this up. I hope you're able to see all that. Then want to separate the tail. Bring it out like this. And that is pretty much Snarl is robot mode, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely a unique design. Something we hadn't really seen before. I always like to angle these, like they have a stopping point, which there, but then I feel like that's sticking out too far, so I always like to move them around. But there we go with his head, and he's got that squished head, which I kind of like. So you can tell that they did plan on light piping for the eyes, but then if you look, they painted the eyes. They painted the eyes blue, so I mean, there's no light piping, which is unfortunate because that would have been really cool. He does have the little red horns. He's got that red face. A little silver in there. Just looks so grumpy. And yeah, the beast mode, the dino mode head is now part of his chest, as well as the rest of this. And yeah, very cool. You can see all that color, and it like just makes him look a little wider too, which really, really neat. Um, Again, I love the animated designs so much. I think they even showed like what the other two would have looked like. Not in the show, but there were like drawings, and they would have looked really good too. But articulation, head can rotate, so very cool on that. Can only, well, if you don't knock everything out, like I keep doing. There we go. Can't really come out except for that far, which that part right there. Can do a full 360, but the tail gets in the way. Nothing for bicep, only that much for an elbow. And the hands only come in and out, and you can move the fingers due to transformation. There is no waist. Legs can move forward, only about that far. Can move back even further. No thigh rotation. You do have a knee, and then you've also, due to it's mainly used for his dino mode, I think. Or no, this is used for his robot mode. So you're supposed to extend these out, and then it looks even better. But you can use those as another like joint, if you wished. So again, very cool. And of course, he can hold his weapon. You've got this tab. It's going to tab into either hand. Just sort of close the hand around it. The one issue I do have though is I wish this would have like really locked in better. It'll come apart whenever you're messing with it, so it is a little annoying. But otherwise, he is a really, really nice figure. Like I said, I love this new design they had with animated, and for the Dinobots, it was just so cool. Like, absolutely love the way these guys look. So, yeah. So there is Dinobot Snarl from Transformers Animated, and really great figure. I bought this brand new when Toys R Us was still a thing. That's where I had originally gotten it, from my local Toys R Us at the time. I know if you're looking for it aftermarket right now, they are pricey. I haven't seen what they go for, but I can imagine they're not going to be the like. I think this was a deluxe at the time, and it was like $15, if I remember. Yeah, I think it was like $15, something around that. So definitely worth it. Definitely recommend it. If you're looking to get into some figures you can find for a really good price just because they didn't sell well. Some are going to be very, very expensive. Like, I really wish I'd have held on to my Shockwave / Long Arm Prime. but I didn't. And I feel stupid for that because I love that figure. What they did for the transformations was just amazing. But that is going to be it for me. So, as always, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, join my Patreon, and I will see you all later.